Hey guys, it's me, I'm back. It's been like a month, I'm sorry, but hopefully this video will explain why it's been so long. So, for those who don't know, I am Sarah, I have multiple disabilities, but today, if you didn't guess from the title already, we're going to talk about my mental health at the moment. So, drop out now if you think you're going to struggle a lot with dark depression stuff, and if you realise that you need help, I'll put some links below to some really helpful things and some funny videos that might just cheer you up a little bit, because that's what tends to help with me. So, I've been gone for about a month now. My depression got really bad, so I'm diagnosed with severe depression and anxiety and potential borderline personality disorder. I also have auditory and visual hallucinations, but they're a lot more rare than they used to be. So, I have been struggling, not really wanting to do stuff, eating because I know I have to, not because I want to. I didn't even enjoy brownies, and that's saying a lot. So, I have been not doing therapy at the moment because I completed my course of 6 sessions and then they were like, okay, bye. They did say like get in contact with your doctor if you need and stuff, but basically they were like, yeah, your sessions are up. So just over a year ago, most people know by now because I did a video about it, it was linked here, I attempted suicide. And it didn't work, but it was horrible, and I had to be put on oxygen and stuff, and I spent like 3 days in the hospital. And then a few weeks ago, I attempted it again. This time I did like 0 damage and was in the emergency room for 6 hours so that they could keep an eye on me and stuff. So now I'm not allowed any contact with my medication. My mum has to provide it to me. And it's locked up in a safe, so I can't do it again. So I've been super down. My GP has been lovely and has been talking to me about it and like making sure that I'm okay and telling me like, if you need anything, just let me know. I've been feeling pretty suicidal since I attempted. The only reason that I'm still here basically is because my friends, my family, my girlfriend are all so lovely and I don't want to hurt them basically. So I care very little about myself, but I am trying to do all the right things, doing distractions. I've started exercising, like proper exercising. Thanks Caitlin. And I've tried writing music, I've tried going outside more. Everything I can think of, I've tried. It's not working. So, the other week I called up my doctor's surgery and I was like, I need to talk to someone. Is my GP there? And she was like, no, she's like just gone home, so you can talk to the other doctor that's here. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And they talked to me and they were like, let me just call the community mental health team and see what I can sort out, because after me attempting suicide, I was referred to the mental health team and I've been waiting a response for that. So then the doctor never phoned back, but the, what do they call themselves? Like the first response team for the mental health thing, or whatever it's called. They phoned me and they were like, oh, how are you doing? And I'm like, I want to die. My mental health, my anxiety, it's all really bad, I've tried everything. So they were like, there's this thing called Safe Haven. And I was like, oh yeah, I've been to one in Guildford. And it was alright. I mean, it was a bit weird, lots of strangers, but I talked to a nurse lady thing and she was really nice. So they were like, yeah, they do one online now. And I was like, awesome. I do struggle with online communication, a bit more than face-to-face, but at least it's video and not telephone, although I still couldn't see half her face because she was in a room with other people, so she had a mask on. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I did that. Spent the whole time talking. about different distractions and techniques that I like to use and how I know the techniques to do, but I just can't seem to do them at the time, and I just don't even want to sometimes, and I'm like, just don't want to even try. It's all really dark and depressing. And they were like, okay, and then after like 40 minutes or so of talking to them, they were like, so how do you feel now? And I was like, yeah, I feel a bit better, I think I can carry on tonight. The point of access team, that's what they're called, who called me before, called me the next day, and they said, oh yeah, how you doing? How was the call? And I was like, yeah, it was alright. I was a bit anxious talking to the people, but you know, it went okay. I think I can deal. Still feel a little bit suicidal though. And they were like, oh, you mentioned to them that you were awaiting a referral or whatever, and I was like, yeah. So my GP sent a referral so that I could get some therapy. And they were like, you're not on that list. It's like, okay, what do I do? They were like, yeah, well, the Safe Haven people don't think that you need therapy. And I was like, what? I'm sorry. So you mean to say I spent the time saying about how I'm really suicidal and you think I don't need therapy? Okay. So I got really anxious and really sad about that, because part of my reason that I was so suicidal was because I felt that a lot of medical professionals weren't taking me seriously and were ignoring me. Yeah. So I spoke to my GP and said what they said. She was like, well, I'm going to chase them up and see whether that means that they've like discharged you or whatever, and see what I can do. And she couldn't get in contact with them, but they've sent a letter saying that apparently I have some sort of telephone follow-up appointment, so we'll see how that goes. And if it doesn't, my GP is going to try and find another way to get me seen, because she is amazing and I love her. I love it when doctors listen to me and actually take me seriously. So that's where I'm at. That's why I've not really been doing videos. I just haven't had the energy or the motivation to do it. Yeah. Okay, bye.